If your product photos still look flat or amateur in 2026, there's one Canva trick that can instantly make them look way more professional. And honestly, most beginners completely ignore this shadows because adding realistic shadows can make cheap product photos suddenly look clean premium and much more eye-catching. So in this video, I'll show you the Canva shadow hack creators and Etsy sellers are using in 2026 to make product photos look professional, without Photoshop and without expensive editing software. First, open Canva and upload your product photo. This works especially well for Etsy products, skincare products, jewelry digital mock-ups, or small business photos. Now, once your image is uploaded, click on the photo, then go to Edit Photo. Now, scroll down until you see Shadows. And honestly, this is where the magic happens because Canva now includes several AI-powered shadow effects that most people never use properly. Now you'll usually see options like Drop Glow, Backdrop Page, Lift and Angle, but honestly, the best one for product photos is usually Drop or Angle because they create the most realistic depth. Now click the shadow effect, then press Adjust. And this part is very important because this is where your photo either looks professional or fake. Now first lower the transparency slightly because overly dark shadows scream cheap edit, then adjust blur distance and angle. And honestly, small adjustments make a huge difference. Now here's another important trick: match the direction of your shadow to the lighting in the photo. For example, if the light is coming from the left side, your shadow should naturally fall to the right. And honestly, this tiny detail instantly makes images feel much more realistic. Another hidden Canva trick is using background blur together with shadows because honestly, this combination creates a premium studio-style look. So here's how you do it. After adding the shadow, go back to Edit Photo, then slightly blur the background, while keeping the product sharp, and suddenly your image starts looking much more expensive. Now let's talk about mockups, because this hack works really well for digital products too, especially things like ebooks, planners, templates, and online courses. A lot of sellers simply place their product on a clean background, add a soft shadow, and suddenly it looks like a professional mock-up. Now another very important thing, don't overdo the shadow. Because honestly, too much shadow makes the product look fake and overly edited. The best product photos usually use soft shadows, subtle depth, and clean lighting, and honestly, minimal edits usually look the most professional. Now, here's another Canva trick. Many people miss adding surface shadows. Instead of making the product float, try placing a subtle shadow directly underneath it to simulate a table or surface. And honestly, this instantly makes the product feel grounded and realistic. Now, let's talk about why this matters so much in 2026, because honestly, attention spans are insanely short now, and people judge products in seconds. So even small visual improvements can massively increase clicks, engagement, and conversions, especially on Etsy, Shopify, Instagram, and TikTok Shop. Now, let's be honest for a second, you do not need expensive cameras or Photoshop anymore to create professional-looking product images, because tools like Canva now make it possible for beginners to create clean visuals very quickly. And honestly, many successful online stores are already using simple editing tricks like this every day. So to wrap this up, the Canva shadow hack is basically upload your product photo, go to Edit Photo, add a soft shadow effect, adjust blur, and transparency, match the lighting direction, and keep everything subtle and realistic. And honestly, once you learn how to use shadows correctly, your product photos instantly start looking more premium and professional.